Wow, I'm amused. You know that God is a dumb, stupid being, and man is more intelligent than God. Wow. Science has proven the non-existence of God. Do you know the process of evolution? Do you know that that is a fact? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got the timetable right. The Bible is trash, absolute trash book. Okay, so the same word in the King James Version that's stated as a day is actually in Hebrew a period of time, 1,000 years, an age. Okay, it's the same thing. It says that several times in the Bible, that a day in God's sight is an age. So although the Bible was written thousands of years before evolution, it is totally and completely unreliable. It's got all different order, but it hasn't actually. The order is exactly the same as what scientists tell us. The order is exactly the same of creation, how it all came about. First came the water, then the fish, it's all there, exactly the same. But this unintelligent being created it all. Wow, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting that a book written before we really had science has this same order, and it's all exactly there, the same as the scientists tell us. So if I pick up, say, this object here, okay, the universe has laws. Oh, that was the law of gravity. Now we know that to have a law, you have to have a lawmaker. I used to do gardening, and I used to design gardens and put in beautiful gardens. You have to have a designer. You have to have a designer. I can't just throw a whole pile of stuff in a heap on someone's garden and walk away and say, well, okay, create yourself into a landscape. Because it doesn't happen. Because there has to be a designer. There has to be an intelligent being behind it to do a landscape and put the rocks and the pond in and do all those things. Yeah. And so we know that in the first stage, and the list is exactly the same, the light came and the light from the darkness and all the rest of it, right the way through to the creation of mankind. And man was the last being to be created according to Genesis, and according to the scientists, it's the same. But God is an unintelligent being. You know, the real problem with mankind is, if I say, well, all this didn't come about by chance, there has to be an intelligent being behind creation. Oh. And then I have to ask myself, well, how does this intelligent being want me to live? And the reality is that he wants you to live according to the principles he's laid down. So you have to acknowledge that there's a God, and then you have to acknowledge, well, how does this God want me to live? How does this God want me to live? What does this God expect of me? But to each and every one, God has given free will. You can either do things God's way, or you can tell him to go and get... But you pay the price. Oh, yeah. Yeah. To the Christian will live forever because the spirit has been renewed. Yeah. The most dumbest thing in the Bible was that Adam and Eve didn't realize they were naked. I mean, that is just... Well, no, They were created in the image of God, so they were spirit beings. And it wasn't until after they rebelled against God that they became body, soul, and spirit. Before that, they were spirit beings. Yeah. But when Jesus died on the cross and he paid the price for your sin, there was a way made back for you to come to God. And then you will have a recreated spirit in the image of God. And it's a birth within of a new creation. And your spirit grows stronger as you grow in God, and you overcome. You overcome all the obstacles in life. Yeah. If you're an alcoholic, whatever you're into, you will find that you'll become an overcomer in life. And you will overcome. Yes, overcoming in life, overcoming in life, overcoming. That's what the Christian life is all about. Yeah, it's being an overcomer. And of course, one day when Jesus comes back, everything in the world at the moment, all the disorder and the chaos and everything is all spoken of in the Bible. Because God gave man free will. You're free to choose. You're free to choose life or you're free to choose death. It's whatever you like. It's a free world. Go and do whatever you like. But you pay the price. There's a price that's paid with that free will. Okay? I chose my will and I gave my life to God. Yeah. And I'm happy and blessed. If you think you're more intelligent than God, great, wonderful, wonderful. Can you create the world? Everything in this world was spoken into existence, yeah. If you notice the life of Jesus when he lived on this earth, he spoke. He spoke life. He spoke life to people who were dying, people who were sick. He spoke life. He spoke life. He spoke life because words have power. Words have power. I can encourage you and I can build you up and I can tell you you're going to make it. Go for it, Or I can turn around and tell you you're a stupid, brainless idiot. Yes, that's what you are. Not very nice, is it? Because words have power. And if you read the life of Jesus, he went around and he spoke life. He never spoke words like that to anybody because he spoke life. He was life. He represented life. And that's who he was. That's who he was. And he spoke and he brought life. Yeah. People in this world speak death and curses over each other. Yeah. God's word says you curse. If you put out a curse and it's undeserved, then it goes back on the person that sent it. Yeah. It goes back on the one that sent the curse. If it's undeserved, it goes back on the person that sent it. Yeah. It does. Yeah. So, okay, someone's just told me I'm dumb and stupid. I have no intelligence. I'm just so dumb, so stupid. Well, that all goes back on you because it's an undeserved curse. What did I do to you? Nothing. What did I do to you? Nothing. I haven't done anything to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a blessed Friday, whatever your day is. Yeah, have a great life. Be blessed. Yeah. See, I'd rather speak life than death. Yeah, I speak life. I don't speak death. I'm not interested in speaking death over people. Nah, because I walk in life and I walk in love. That's what the life's all about. Yeah, whatever you sow, you reap. Whatever you sow, you reap. So whatever words you sow, you reap it. Yeah. Mankind is created in the image of God. That's why man has the ability to create. I had the ability, I'm old now, but I used to go out landscaping, as I said, and I'd put in ponds and rock gardens and do all sorts of beautiful creations because that's what man can do. Monkeys can mimic, but they can't create. They cannot create, but mankind can. How come mankind can create and has all this creative ability? because he's made in the image of God. Yeah, we have God's nature within us. Yeah, that's why we can create. That's why we make things beautiful, because we have God's nature within us. Yeah, yeah. So I would rather speak life and blessings than anything over anybody. But the world it's a free world. If people want to rip me apart, go for it. But you sow it, you'll reap it. I'd rather people sowed love and all that than silly stuff. Yeah, yeah. But it's a free world. God said, I give you freedom. You choose. In the garden, Adam and Eve were free to choose, and they chose to eat from that other tree, and it brought death into their lives. Yeah, yeah. And we are free to choose from either tree. You can either feed from the tree of life, which is God and Jesus, or you can feed from the other tree. Speak death over people. Curse people. Do all those great things. But you reap what you sow. Yeah, God bless you all.